students. Today we are learning about what is operating system, why we are using operating system, what are the different types of operating systems, and how they are look in our systems. Okay, so first of all, what is operating system? See here, an operating system is a system software that manages computer hardware and software resources and provide a common service for computer programs. So definitely we need one operating system to communicate with any device. We have so many operating systems like Mac OS, Windows, Android. These are the different types of operating systems. Next one, functions of operating systems. Functions means what the operating system will do, how they will do. Okay, see here the functions of operating systems. First of all, security. You know very well about the security system. Otherwise, we can't access our system. Otherwise, we can get some thuftings of our operating systems. See here, security means it gives a password or access code for any system. Second one, it controls. Operating system will controls about the security. Okay, it functions, and then after control over system performance. So sometimes you will call my system going slow, my system going fast. So I can do work very fast. So operating system will control the processing of system, the performance of system. And the next one is job accounting. What is the meaning of job here? What are the tasks you are accessing by using the system? We call it as jobs. By, for example, by listening to music, by compiling, or by running a program, or by typing, whatever. Okay, these are the different jobs. Job accountings. Okay, then after error detecting aids. So errors, sometimes without a network connection, I want to access some network pages. So it gives the error message, net not connected. This is the one example. We have so many errors. So the operating system will functions about that errors and the workouts gives the error message. Then after coordinate between user and the other software. For example, I want to paint by using a system. So I am the user. I want to paint. So I need a paint software. We call it as a paint application software. So it gives the interface or a coordination between user and the application software. For example, anyone like Word, MS Office, PowerPoint, whatever. Okay, C language, Java, those are softwares only. Okay. Then after memory management. So you know very well about computers can store the data, large amount of data, long time. So how they are storing? By using the memory management. So we have a primary memory, secondary memory, RAM, all these are managed as an operating system only. Okay. Then after process management. Sometimes we will call it my system is working very slow, my system working very fast. So the process time, the system will manage. For example, the operating system will manage the process time of that particular process management. And device management. What is the meaning of devices? Maybe input devices, output devices. We call it all these are devices, networking connected devices. So device management system. By using the drivers or it manages the device. For operating system will manages the device management. Then after, this is the functions of operating system. Then after, we learn about the types of operating systems. So, you know very well about operating systems and the functions of operating systems. Now, see what type of operating systems are there. First one is a batch OS. So, it works with the batch files. Some set of files we can access with the batch like different commands. Okay. Next after distributed OS, distribution between system to system. So distributed OS. And multitasking. So task means work. Multitasking means many works. Multitasking, single time with many works. Network OS. Basically network means connecting devices. So we can connect with the OS devices. Okay. Then after real OS, the real time entities. We call it as a live telecast, live things. We call it as in a real Google search, Google Live. All those are the real time entities. We call it as a real OS. Then the last one is the mobile applications or mobile OS. Android is one of the operating system we are using now. So these mobile related operating systems. Okay, so these are the different types of operating systems available. Okay, then after go for the next one. What is booting? So without a booting, we can't access anything. Okay, so first of all, so what is booting? So booting is a process which is initiated once the computer system starts and executes a small set of instructions present in the ROM. So here in the memory, already I said in the memory we have a RAM, a ROM, primary access memory, secondary access memory. Okay, so in the secondary and primary access memory, the primary access memory have the read-only memory and random access memory. So the ROM is a read-only memory. In read-only memory, we can give the instructions. We already stored the instructions, the small set of instructions, the runnable code. Okay, first the code will loads. Afterwards, the system will ready to work. Okay, so we call it as a booting. Okay, then after go for the next one. What is a disk operating system? Simply we call it as DOS. Okay, so what is the meaning of DOS? Disk operating system. So disk operating system is the main part of the operating system, and the disk operating system is an operating system that runs from the disk drive. The term can also refer to a particular family of a disk operating system, most commonly MS-DOS and Microsoft DOS family. Okay, so we have a disk operating system. We have some instructions, or simply we call it as a commands. We have so many commands to work out by using the system. Okay, so disk operating system is a single user operating system. So now we have an disk operating system. We have two types of instructions called as an internal and external. First, we see the internal commands of operating system. What is the meaning of commands? We call it as instructions. The computer will work with these instructions. Internal commands: call, DOS command, calling command, CD, change command, CHCP, change command. Okay, clear, DOS command. So clear the screen will clear. Okay, CLS command, so clear the screen. Okay, then after command line. Okay, then after copy, so copy command. So these are the few commands only. We have so many other commands. Okay, then after go for the external commands. What is the meaning of external commands? We have two types of commands: internal commands and external commands. So in external commands, we have a different type of external commands like formatting of the system. The system format will help the cleaning the system or the unwanted files removing. Okay. Then after sys, system dates or system related information. Then after edit, we can edit the file. What is the meaning of editing? Edit means changes. We can change the files. Then after prompt, different types of prompt like a command prompt or any other prompts. Then after copy the files, folders to files to folders are different places. Print, I want the printer, particular printout means, so in the system we call it as in a soft copy. Okay, so hard copy means after we are getting the printout papers, we call it as in a hard copy. Okay, now see the tree command means how the system starting head to a bottom dividing these all subdivides. Okay, like a root node, first branch, second branch, third branch, all. And then after sort, next one is the sorting means ordering or different orders like ascending order, descending order. So these are the external commands. So mostly DOS commands have both internal and external commands. After that, we go for the next one. Wildcard characters. What is the meaning of wildcards? See, these are some symbols, the special symbols or special characters that can stand it for unknown characters in the text value, and if I locating multiple items which is similar but not in identical data. So wildcard also help with getting a data based on a specific pattern match. For example, finding everyone named John or a Park Street. So we use the letters asterisk or call it a star symbol. By using these, I will pick John or Park Street. Okay, so similar data we can get by using this command or character. We can get the similar data. Okay, then after go for the next one, computer virus. First of all, what is the meaning of virus? Virus is not a biological virus. Here, what is the computer virus means? A computer virus is a type of computer program that executes and replicates itself by modifying the computer programs and inserting its own code. For example, simply we call it as an illegal commands. So what is the meaning of illegal commands means? It's the commands will not work properly. Maybe sometimes it will erase some code or some or drawbacks of our work. Okay, we call it as in a virus programs. Okay, and we have a different types of viruses. That's why every system had need the antivirus. Okay, then after go for the next one, cryptology. What is the meaning of cryptology? So cryptology is the mathematical such as a number theory and the application of formulas and algorithms that underpin cryptography and cryptanalysis. And so what is the meaning of cryptology? Means simply we can say converting the code, converting the actual code with using some keys. We use two types of keys, a primary key or a secondary key. By using these keys, I will convert the original code and afterwards, after sending it, the receiver will converts it. So we call it as an encryption and decryption. So it converts the code and finally it gets to the original form. Why we are using a cryptology means to avoid the thefting of some important data. The cryptology only notes the senders and receivers keys only. Okay, so the encryption is the method by which information is converted into secret code that hides the information through meaning, the signs of encryption and decryption. So after receiving your data, the sender or the receiver will decodes that particular data. So we call it as a cryptology. Nowadays, so many cryptic data will send when the data communication. Okay, for why we are using cryptology to reduce the thefting. Okay, then after go for the next one, desktop. First of all, what is computers? You know very well about the computers. Computer is an electronic device that processes the data and it communicates the data. That's why we need the OS, operating system. Without the operating system, you can't access any computer. Okay. Then what is the desktop? So after switch on the computer, we get the booting. We say it as in a booting. You can see in the screen loading or processing. We know these words. Okay, after booting, we call it as in a booting. After the small instruction or important instruction, all set of instruction, all those will loaded to the computer. After loading all these instructions, you will get the final screen. So we call it as in a first screen, we call it as in a desktop. Okay, so in the desktop we can see the interface between computers and user. So the desktop we call it as in a taskbar. The down of the desktop we can get the taskbar. In the taskbar you will get a start button and so many other buttons also. But start button is very important. So again, see what is desktop. A desktop computer is a personal computer designed for a regular use at a single location or near a desk to its size and power requirements. Simply we can say it as a personal computer. So after getting the computer, after switch on the computer, after loading the program like a booting programs, you will get the first page. So we call it as in a desktop or home page. Okay, in the home page we have the start button. Okay, then what is the meaning of start menu? After clicking the start button, you will get the menu. What is the menu? What is the start menu? So start button is the main button of the window. For example, the Microsoft Windows start menu is a primary location. And Windows to locate your installed programs and find any files or folders. So start menu is the basic and main button. So every small program or a small everything will be loaded in the start menu only. So it located bottom and left corner of your desktop. After clicking the start button, you will get the main menu. So in the main menu, you can select whatever application you want. Sometimes you will get the submenu also. So in the desktop, we can create the shortcut buttons. We call it as an icons. We can set it also. They will display in the desktop. We call it as in a shortcut buttons. We can by double clicking the shortcut buttons icons, we will get that particular application opened within a minutes. Okay. So see, every files or every folders will store in the start menu only. Okay. Then after go for the next one. Control panel. What is the meaning of control panel? The control panel is a Microsoft Windows enables a user to change various computer hardware and software features settings to the mouse. For example, computer is a combination of input and output. What is the meaning of input output? These are the devices to get the data, to put the data. Okay, not only the devices, we need application softwares also. So the control panel will manages all those devices and softwares. It enables means it accepts the devices like keyboard, mouse, and at the same time it accepts the programming languages like Java, C, Paint, or network settings. So all these are under control by this control panel only. Only the control panel will enables those hardware or software changes or settings. Okay. Suppose now I got a new printer. So I should go control panel and I should give the Pinterest name. After giving the drivers or the application softwares, call it as in a printer drivers, and after getting these drivers, my system will accept that print. Okay, so all we can do all these steps or process in control panel only. Okay, then after go for the next one. Windows accessories. You know very well about accessories. Then why the Windows need accessories? So first of all, what is Windows? So Windows is one of the application software like a package, and we can see the Windows. Windows is the biggest company. Okay, so now we are using a Windows like a Windows 95, Windows. These are the one of the biggest operating systems, and these are well known and well popular operating systems. Then what is Windows or accessories? So first of all, we are using an operating system called Windows. Okay, this is my system also using the Windows operating system. Not only this Windows operating system, it has so many Windows operating systems like Android, Mac. All these are the different types of operating systems. Okay, so now what is Windows accessories? By using the Windows operating system, you will get some accessories predefined or loaded data. Windows accessories are a programming group which contains some handy general purpose tools like a calculator, Notepad, WordPad, Paint, Windows Explorer, etc. So the Windows calculator is a calculating applications included in all the versions of Windows. So these are only available in Windows accessories. Okay, so Windows can support all these applications. And for example, Notepad. Why I need a Notepad? Suppose I want to make some code or some text. So I need some text. I need some information between the system information like a coding. Okay. By coding, I should type the coding. By using the Notepad, I will make the code. Okay. After making the code only, I can run. After compiling the code, I can run it. So for making purpose or editing purpose, I will use Notepad. Not only Notepad, I have a Paint also. Suppose I want to paint or I want to copy, I want to edit something, then I go for the Paint. Okay. See, these are the few examples like a calculator. So calculator is we can make some calculations. So these are the accessories, Windows accessories. So first of all, why we need accessories means we have so many tasks like making new editing tools or making a new like a WordPad. WordPad using for the text editor. We call it as a text editor. And the Windows Explorer. In the Windows Explorer, we can use the files or folders or different accessories to make it. Okay, these are the few examples. We can use all these in versions of Windows. Then after we are going for the conclusion. So what is the conclusion of this lesson? So today, what is operating system? Operating system is nothing but the interface between the system and user. Okay, and Windows is one of the operating system. DOS is another operating system. So these are the few examples, and in DOS we have internal commands and external commands. So then after, by using this operating system, we can communicate with whatever devices, we can communicate with the devices or smart devices. We can get our access that will give the interface between user and devices. By using operating system, we can get our work process easily. That's why we need operating system. Good day, students.